Today for dinner, I made shrimp fried cauliflower rice. Let me show you how I made it. I used these mixed vegetables, rice cauliflower, 3 eggs, about a quarter of an onion, 2 garlic cloves, 3 green onions. I would have used more, but the rest of them wilted. I used low sodium soy sauce, ground ginger, and black pepper. I started by making the rice. It's always good to use day-old rice for fried rice, but I didn't have any, so I just made some. I recommend to make a drier rice. So instead of one rice to water, I would recommend one rice to 1.5 water. I did add a little salt to the rice. And then I used this cooked shrimp for more convenience. They were frozen, so I just put them to thaw in some water. After the rice was done, I just set it aside. I would recommend to thaw the cauliflower rice, the mixed vegetables, and the shrimp with plenty of time and then drain them really, really well before using them. Because otherwise, I used them when mine were still kind of frozen and they did let off a little bit of water. So the rice came out a little bit soggier than I would have wanted. So I would recommend that you thaw everything well in advance. Here I just added some ground ginger. I didn't have any fresh ginger, so I just added the ground ginger. Added the rice cauliflower and the mixed vegetables to a little bit of avocado oil. And then I put half of this little pot of the rice, half of 1 cup of rice, but you'll see later that I add the other cup. So here I'm just gonna make the scrambled egg. And I also would recommend to make the scrambled egg in another pot. I made it here and it turned out okay, but the scrambled egg kind of gets lost in the rice. So I recommend to scramble it in another pan and then just add it on. And then I added the cooked frozen shrimp, which were still a little bit frozen. They thawed completely, but they made my rice a little bit watery. And then I added the low sodium soy sauce and then finally the green onions. Then I added about 2 tablespoons of butter just for flavor. I like the flavor that it gives it. And then later I added some black pepper. I did add some more low sodium soy sauce and I did add salt because I find that the low sodium soy sauce, if I keep adding it, it will make my rice kind of soggy to get the desired saltiness that I want. So that's why I use salt also, besides just soy sauce. This is a very basic but super tasty and healthier fried rice.